Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This is a promotional video. People have joined the channel, some have left I'm sure. So this is to just say what is basically on offer via me, because it's not just the one channel anymore. So first of all, I set up a private Facebook group. The purpose of that was that people often wanted to send me pictures of an orchid that they possibly had a problem with, and you can't do that on YouTube. And also, if you're talking about an orchid that's not very well or you've got a particular problem with, you can send an email, but it's not the same as having more than one person look at your problem. So I set up the Facebook group. The link's in the description in all my videos. The link is there, take you to the Facebook group. Because it's a private group, there is a question you need to answer before I will let you in. The answer that will get you in, no questions asked, is that you came from my Orchid YouTube channel across the Facebook. You're in. If you don't answer the question, you don't even get a look in. Basically, there's some funny stuff going on around Facebook, and just to avoid it, it's just simple. You read the question, and you answer it, which needs some English, it needs some words. That gets rid of a lot of the bots and the things that are going on in Facebook that they're trying to get at everything. So anyway, that's the Facebook group. We've obviously got my Orchid channel, which is where we are now. If you're here, I don't need to promote that. Although I will say, if you're here and you're not subscribed, it would be nice if you did so. And also, a reminder, when you watch a video from a creator, unless you seriously dislike it, it is nice to do the thumbs up. Hit that like button, yeah? It helps that creator's channel be seen by YouTube as a progressing channel. Right, so that's that. In addition to that, we've also got the financial side of supporting this channel. These are, do you know what I was just going to say? I was just going to say these orchids don't grow on trees. Well, actually they do. But in a monetary term, the money don't grow on trees. That pays for the upkeep of this place, the heating, all the gadgets, the energy and all that. Pays for me to get to shows, transport costs. If I'm out all day, I need some lunch. You don't run all day on nothing. You at least need a coffee. And obviously new plants to replenish the stocks and possibly venture out into other genera. And the plants give us our videos. If you're here because you enjoy the channel and you're interested in orchids. Well, we've got to have the orchids then, haven't we? Or you're going to sit here talking about nothing. So the monetary support is there. You've got the join the channel itself and become a member. Although YouTube do take a fair old chunk of that. There's the Patreon site where you can become a patron of the channel. Both of those are a monthly subscription, relatively small amount, you don't ask a fortune, probably less than you'd pay for a coffee if you went out, and some people will do that many times a week. This is a once a month contribution, so it's not an awful lot of money, but it all helps, it all adds up. If a particular video catches your eye or gives you some information that you couldn't get anywhere else, really useful, there's the Buy Me a Coffee site. That I always think of that as being like a tip. If you go in a restaurant, you have a particularly good time, you're welcomed, you're shown to your seat, everything, you're looked after, and your food's great and your service is great, you leave a tip, don't you? Well, the Buy Me a Coffee is the same sort of thing for a particular video that you've enjoyed or got some useful information from. You leave a tip, that's what that's for. So that's the financial side. I don't like doing that a lot, but I have to do it now and again. We've got to keep this keep this place running, basically. So that's that. So we've got the Facebook, we've got the monetary support for the channel, plus the individual support for the channel, which is watching the videos, subscribe to the channel, don't forget the thumbs up. But that's not all of me. There is more of me. I hide away on 2 other channels, and the rest of this promotion is for those 2 channels, but specifically for my day out yesterday. Now, I went to a place that I haven't been to for about 30 years, and I did a lot of clips. I filmed an awful lot. It was a magical place to visit. 10 acres of woodland, privately owned garden that's been landscaped and developed over many, many years. So starting at the top, you've got, really mature trees. Many of those have got conservation orders on them and things like that. You've got a wooded valley with waterfalls, ponds. It's a magical place, and it's full of sculptures done by some pretty famous people and local people as well, local arts and crafts type things. It's a smashing place, and the first video of that I posted on the gardening channel yesterday. I would recommend, if you ever go to public gardens, you go out for a day, let's visit so and you go to a garden that's open to the public. If you ever do that sort of thing, you really ought to go and watch this video. This is a very magical place. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Now, that video is currently on the gardening channel. Pop-ups coming up. To find my gardening channel, the link is in the description, as are all the links to everything to do with me. But I know some people watch on devices where you can't see the description. So if you're watching on YouTube, I assume you know how to search YouTube. You search for Roger's New Garden. Don't forget the quote in the Rogers. Yeah? Roger's New Garden, the garden of Roger. And that will take you there, and then you could, the latest video will be the one I posted yesterday. So various ways to get there. Search in. You may already be subscribed, but again, when you get there to watch this lovely video, if you're not subscribed to that channel, please do so. That channel I'm trying to build up to become monetized, to add some more pennies into the pot, and I haven't got there yet. So the number of subscribers is still less than 500. Every one counts towards that number, yeah? And every video that's watched on that channel counts towards the watch hours, which I also need. I need to get that up to 3,000. That's hard work. It's a lot of hours, especially there's quite a lot of videos on that channel, only like 5 minutes long. They need a lot of watches to get those hours up. So that's that. In addition to that, that video that I posted yesterday of my visit to this place was cut short. It's not all of it. There's another bit to that video. Basically, I put some clips together so there's some repeat clips in this second video that's going up, but nonetheless they'll feel different. And then I started walking down a windy path which opens up to a Japanese garden with the Japanese summer house, lovely pond, some Acer trees, again some more statues. So you haven't seen that bit yet, even if you have seen the one that I posted yesterday. That one will probably get posted tomorrow, the second of the 2. So once you've been there and found it to see the first one, if you set notifications, you can patiently wait for the second one to come up. I'm really trying to push these 2 videos on that gardening channel because weather, time of year, there aren't going to be many videos on that channel now for a while. So it's going to grind to a halt if I can't get some new people over there to show an interest. So please help me out, go over to the gardening channel, hit that subscribe if you haven't already done it, hit the like button, and enjoy the video from yesterday and the one that is to come with the Japanese garden. It is pretty good. Right, we're not there yet, we've got one more. I also have a bonsai channel which goes with the few bonsai trees that I've got in the garden. You might be able to see some through the door. They're all squashed together at the moment for the winter. That's the only bit of the garden that gets a bit of sun. Helps dry them off a bit after weeks of this continuous rain. I did have a nice day yesterday. Blue sky for at least half of the day yesterday while I was filming the good bit. So right, now on the Bonsai channel I will also be posting, because Japanese culture, gardening and everything like that is a very influential factor in the bonsai world. So although there's no bonsai trees, there is Japanese styling and things like that in that video, so it will be of interest to the bonsai community, small though that community is. So I will be posting the Japanese garden video on the Bonsai channel as well. Again, if you haven't visited that, if you've got no interest in bonsai, you know, I understand if you don't go to that channel. That's fair enough. But if you want to support that channel as well, it's called Roger's Bonsai in big letters. Yeah. So again, you can search YouTube for Roger's Bonsai. There are all the videos. And in addition, obviously, when you get there, it would be nice if you subscribed and like the videos and support that channel as well. So that's that. And that's about it. That is my online presence, shall we call it. Orchid videos are posted most days. Gardening videos were very frequent initially on that channel because I was reposting videos that had been filmed and stuff posted on the Orchid Channel because I had nowhere else to put them at the time. So they were frequent. They've obviously thinned out a bit now. We did a lot of planting in the garden, so there'll be a lot of new stuff coming up late winter into early spring. We've got lots of spring bulbs to come up to have a look at and various other things. Plants were donated by various viewers to actually stock up the garden. There will be some more planting to do next year, pruning, advice and guidance on that, all that sort of thing. So that's the gardening channel, but on that channel you do get these visits to gardens that are open to the public. You know, some of the big places, stately homes, all that sort of thing, that will be part of that channel. So there we go. So we've got the Facebook group, we've got the Orchid channel, we've got the gardening channel, Roger's New Garden, and we've got the Bonsai channel, Roger's Bonsai. That basically is my online presence. The Orchid channel is the one that's the busiest, shall we say, because the orchids can be every day of the year. You know, they are here. Things coming into bloom, repotting, you know, all that sort of stuff. There's stuff goes on the Orchid channel virtually all the time. But again, there'll be visits to shows and things like that as next year progresses. There aren't any more this year. Okay, so that's sort of me. That's my online presence. But as I said, the gardening channel, I need to get that one up and running and monetise. And the only way to do that is to get people, encourage people to pop across, subscribe, watch some videos, get those watch hours up for me. But specifically, the video that I posted yesterday, I know you'll enjoy it if you haven't seen it already, and the one to come, which will be the Japanese garden again, you will enjoy that, I'm sure. And if you ever go out to gardens that are open to the public, these two videos are for you. You will enjoy them, I'm sure. Okay, so that's it for today. As I said, it's a promotional video. I was just trying to think, I haven't got any new orchids that have opened recently. There will be. I've got cymbidiums spurting out all over the place, producing spikes. But there's no actual new blooms at the moment. Not that we haven't seen recently, because we had everything in bloom recently, so we've just done the blooms. Tomorrow will be the 7th orchid of the Project Orchids, which leaves 1 to go next week, and the Project Orchids will be finished for the year. So they are on a Friday. So regular things, we have the Sunday chat, which is popular. We have Wednesday, our videos requested by viewers every Wednesday. And every Friday we've been having the Project Orchids, but there's only 2 left to go, tomorrow and the following week. And then something else will take its place. And monthly videos, we have the Everything in Bloom on the 8th. It's just traditional that it happens on the 8th. And various other things that we do frequently. We do the progress update videos, 1 a month of those as well, which is a set of orchids that have been worked on in a given month, and we roll forward 3 months and have a look at all of them and see how they're getting on following whatever was done to them, repotting, splitting, taking off of mounts, changing media, whatever. Okay, so those are the sort of things that go on. As I said, if you're a regular viewer, thanks a lot for the support, and if you're relatively new, welcome. You know, this is me, this is what goes on, and yeah, that'll do for this one, and thanks for dropping by. See you next time.